Hey everyone, welcome back to Tuesdays with Theodore. I'm Theodore and today is Tuesday. What a serendipitous occasion. Anyways, this week's topic is advice for people whose family or parents are unsupportive, and that's it. Why did I do it and? Just to give you guys a quick overview of what my coming out to my immediate family, like the people who I live with, has been like. I came out in November of 2013, so a year and a half-ish ago, a little over a year. I came out to my mom, and she's the only one that I actually sat down with and told her. And she was really good about it when I first came out, and I asked her to tell my dad because I was really uncomfortable going to him. I knew that he's really low-key transphobic. He's made a lot of transphobic jokes in the past, and he's made it very clear that trans people make him uncomfortable. And the other person that I live with is my brother, and I never sat down to tell my brother. I never asked my mom or my dad to tell him, but he knows. At some point, I think my mom sat down and told him, or in passing, or however it happened, but he knows, and he's been nothing but supportive, and I love him very much for that. So my mom was pretty good about it. She's been supportive. She's weird about she overcompensates and makes a big deal about saying sorry when she misgenders me, which unfortunately is quite often. So my dad was clearly uncomfortable with my gender for the first few months, maybe 6 or 7 or 8 months-ish. But he's pretty good now. He's a lot more willing to learn, which is really good, and he's a lot more willing to try harder with my pronouns and stuff, which is good. And he uses the name that I want him to use, which is good. The number one piece of advice that I would give to people whose families are unsupportive is safety. Your immediate physical safety is super important. So if you think that your parents or your family or whoever you're living with, if you think that they're going to react in a negative way and you need to have another place that you can stay, then that's really important to have in your back pocket, just in case something goes wrong, things don't go the way that you thought they would or the way that you had planned or something like that. So if you can find a friend's place that you can crash at for a little while, or another family member's place that you can stay at, or you can go to right after whatever happens, then that is a really good idea. Safe spaces in general are really important. Places that you can express yourself freely in a non-judgmental environment are super duper important. If you don't have that at home, which unfortunately a lot of us don't, then it's a really good idea to try and find a friend's place that you can wear the clothing or present or act the way that you need to, or if you can find a drop-in or a group or something like that wherever you live, and just someplace that you can be yourself without putting your safety at risk. That's really important. And the other thing that I wanted to say is that just because your family or your parents or the people that you're living with aren't supportive, that doesn't mean that you're not going to find support elsewhere. It doesn't mean that you aren't going to be able to find people or friends or even other family members that aren't going to support you. Does that make sense? Just because those people are unsupportive doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be unsupportive. That's what I'm trying to say. And I also wanted to say that your gender is not something that you should be ashamed of, and it's not a flaw. It's not a flaw. And because somebody reacts badly, it doesn't mean that it's something bad about yourself. Every single one of y'all is important. You are important, and your gender is important. And I know that you're all probably sick and tired of hearing that you have to wait until it gets better. And it's quite frankly BS. You shouldn't have to wait for it to get better. It shouldn't be bad in the first place. But I know that unfortunately a lot of you do have to wait until you find a place, until you find people that you can surround yourself with that are good people for you to be around, and that are safe for you to be around, and that you can express yourself how you need to around them. without them judging you or shunning you or affecting you in any negative way because of your gender. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you've been able to take something from it, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And also don't forget to check out the Ambiguity Guys Tumblr. It's in the link below. It's always there if you want to check it out. So, bye!